It is not a coincidence that you have arrived at this exact time, chosen one. The fact that you are reading these words indicates that this message was intended for you at this specific time. You've walked a journey that many people will never understand, confronting obstacles that tried your strength and faith, and tribulations that felt unending. There were times when the weight of your problems seemed too much to bear, when you doubted your purpose and wondered if the anguish would ever cease. But I tell you that this is not the end. This is the tipping point you've been looking for. The long-awaited breakthrough is now arrived. The time has come for your metamorphosis. Everything you've gone through, pain, loneliness, and uncertainty, has prepared you for something far bigger. The cosmos has not forgotten about you, and God has led you every step of the way. Adversity is nothing new for those who have been chosen, including you. Your road has been fraught with adversity, and while some may have misinterpreted your trip, you have persevered because there is a divine purpose unfolding for you. At times, you may have doubted yourself, wondering if your efforts were futile or if you were on the correct track. But what you didn't realize at the time was that every hurdle, struggle, and terror was necessary to prepare you for the breakthrough that is now taking place. You are on the verge of something extraordinary, a season of wealth, calm, and purpose. The weight you've carried is going to be lifted, and your period of suffering is coming to an end. You may have been thinking, when will my time come? When will I reap the benefits of my perseverance? Well, the moment has, here. You are on the threshold of a miraculous shift that will change your life in ways you never could have imagined. You are ready to begin this new chapter. The fact that you are receiving this message is not a coincidence. It indicates that you are ready to receive the blessings and transformation that are about to occur. Before we continue, take a time to reflect on your journey. Every challenge, setback, and moment of uncertainty has been part of a larger plan, a divine orchestration designed to lead you to this point of revelation. The cosmos and God's hand have been preparing you for this very moment. Think about how far you've come. Have you noticed a difference in the atmosphere? Perhaps things that previously seemed stuck are starting to move. Relationships that deplete your spirit are dying away, while fresh, uplifting relationships are emerging. Opportunities that appeared to be closed are suddenly visible. This is no coincidence, chosen one. These are divine signs from the universe, confirming that your season of hardship is coming to an end, paving the way for a new season of development, clarity, and joy. After years of struggle, the time has arrived for you to embrace your actual purpose and destiny. This transition, this transformation, may seem almost strange. After spending so much time in survival mode, it may be difficult to envisage entering a season of relaxation and calm. But I can guarantee you that this is the gift that has been prepared for you. Take a time to consider Isaiah 60:13, which speaks of God's promise to give you beauty instead of ashes, gladness instead of weeping, and praise instead of despair. You are entering a season of prosperity and delight, and every adversity you faced has served as fertile ground for future growth. Every tear you've cried, every restless night, and every ounce of frustration has contributed to who you are now. Can you feel the strength you've built? What knowledge have you learned from all of this pain? Looking back, you may find it difficult to identify the person you were before all of this happened. You have changed, chosen one. The challenges you experienced forced you to develop in ways you never imagined imaginable. You found strength, resilience, and courage you didn't know you possessed. When solutions were delayed, you learned the value of patience and believing in God's timing. This isn't merely the end of a hard season, it marks the start of a deep transition, a rebirth of sorts. The suffering you felt was never meant to destroy you, it was designed to develop you. According to Romans 8:28, in all things, God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. Every challenge, every trial has led you to this point, and those trials have now become part of the foundation upon which your future success will be built. Can you feel the transformation within you? A new chapter is beginning, bringing with it a renewed feeling of purpose and direction. You've been purified, reinforced, and prepared for the difficulties and joys that await. The cosmos has been watching over you, arranging your trip, and now, as you stand at this critical juncture, you are about to see the fulfillment of the promises made to you. Your endeavors were never in vain. They were all part of God's plan to shape, develop, and prepare you for the future that is now upon you. God saw everything, including the tears, anguish, and tiredness that no one else witnessed. He heard your prayers and witnessed your sufferings, and He is now recognizing your faithfulness. What you once believed were unanswered prayers are now being answered in ways that will astound you. The breakthrough you've been waiting for has arrived. It's no longer a faraway hope, it's a present reality. Have you noticed the synchronicity, unexpected gifts, and peace that have replaced the upheaval of your past? These aren't coincidences, chosen one. These are heavenly affirmations that the storm has gone and you are now walking in the peace and wealth that God has promised you. Jeremiah 29:11 tells us, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." This is your future happening right now. Accept this new season of rejuvenation, since it is a reward for your perseverance. The difficulties you've encountered are now behind you, and the plenty you've been seeking is within reach. As you consider the lessons you've learned from your sorrow, take a minute to appreciate how far you've come. The difficulties that previously appeared insurmountable are now stepping stones that will lead you to the future you were always destined to have. You've learned to believe in yourself, set limits, and understand your own value. You have become stronger, smarter, and more resilient. The lessons of hardship have prepared you for greatness. The hardships you faced were never intended to break you. Rather, they were designed to prepare you for the future you are now entering. As you welcome this new chapter, remember that all you've gone through was not in vain. The lessons, hardships, and progress are all part of God's perfect design to guide you to your greater purpose. Your period of hardship has ended, and the season of breakthrough is here. Now is the moment to accept your destiny and courageously move into the future that God has planned for you. The journey ahead may certainly provide problems, but you are no longer the same person you were before. You have been transformed, and with it comes new strength, knowledge, and power. As you go on, remember that God is with you every step of the way. The storm has gone, and the sky is clearing. This is your moment, chosen one. This is the season for plenty, clarity, and purpose. The fight is finished, and you are now ready to embrace the fullness of your destiny. Sometimes it appears that life is a never-ending succession of trials and impediments. When we confront such adversity, it might feel like the weight of the world is on our shoulders. and we may ask why we must go through so much anguish. However, in these moments, it's crucial to remember that everything has a reason, and our greatest growth typically occurs during the most difficult seasons. God enables us to go through difficult times, not because He wants us to struggle, but because He is preparing us for a future we do not yet completely understand. In fact, Romans 5:3-4 tells us, "We glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope." Your hardships and sorrow have not been in vain. These experiences have helped you develop resilience, and with each challenge, you have acquired strength, patience, and knowledge. While it may have felt like an awful loss, it was actually a process of shedding the old in order to make room for something better. The things that were no longer beneficial to your progress were removed so that you may be polished and prepared for the rewards that were ahead. Consider this: without these difficulties, would you have learned the tenacity required to manage the benefits that are coming your way? Will you be ready for the abundance that awaits you? The beauty of life's trials is that there is no waste. Each lesson gained, each scar earned, is a step closer to who you are becoming. The agony you experienced was not punishment, it was preparation. Prepare for the larger things that God has in store for you. As you approach the start of this new season in your life, consider how far you have come. How much more resilient you have grown. How much wisdom do you currently possess? This metamorphosis did not occur overnight. It was a process. And this process has shaped you into a version of yourself capable of accepting and managing the benefits that are on their way. God has perfect timing, and He will continue to lead you as you move forward. Isaiah 60:17 says, "Instead of your shame, you will receive a double portion, and instead of disgrace, you will rejoice in your inheritance." The trials and tribulations you've encountered may have been isolated at times, but now is the time to celebrate. You are entering a time of plenty, contentment, and delight. Every adversity you've endured has prepared you for this time. And as you embark on this new chapter, know that the wisdom and strength you've learned will serve as a firm foundation for the next stage of your life. The vibe around you is changing with a new season. Have you noticed the small differences? Perhaps you are noticing signals of transition in your life. These indications may appear little at first, but as you become more aware of them, you will understand that they are divinely designed. Perhaps you've seen repeated numbers like 111, 444, or 777, which are commonly interpreted as heavenly messages and symbols of alignment with a greater purpose. Perhaps chances that were previously out of reach are suddenly becoming available to you, or a sense of serenity is replacing the pandemonium that formerly surrounded you. These are signals that your life is headed in the correct path. As you progress, you may realize that particular persons, relationships, or events fade away. While this may feel like a loss at first, remember that it is really creating way for other things that are better aligned with your purpose. As John 15 verse 2 reminds us, He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit He prunes, so that it will be even more fruitful. Letting go of what no longer serves you is not a sign of failure. Rather, it is a step toward growth and alignment with your true path. During this moment of transition, your intuition will improve. You may begin to feel pulled to new chances, people, or locations that seem more in line with your soul's mission. These intuitive nudges are not coincidences. They are heavenly appointments meant to direct you to your next actions. Pay attention to them. Trust your inner direction, even if it goes against logic or reason. Proverbs 3:05 tells us to trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Now is the moment to believe that you are being led precisely where you need to be. The cosmos, God, or whatever higher force you believe in communicates with us in numerous ways. Signs, synchronicities, and tiny miracles can emerge out of nowhere. These signs are not arbitrary. They are spiritual signals that ensure that you are on the correct road. As you go forward, be grateful for these indications, which serve as reminders that life is working in your favor. As you begin this period of transition, you may be asked to let go of more than simply relationships and financial possessions. Letting go also entails giving up old habits, limiting ideas, and outmoded narratives about who you are and what you are capable of. The tales you've told yourself about your limits, worries, and previous errors must be let go so that you can make way for the future God has planned for you. Hebrews 12:01 exhorts us to throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. Let rid of the weights that weigh you down, whether they be negative thoughts, unhealthy habits, or old emotional scars. Only by releasing these can you go on and truly enjoy the gifts that are about to arrive in your life. It is not always easy to let go, yet this precious act of release necessitates strong faith and confidence. Believe that by relinquishing the old, you are creating a way for the new. When you let go of what no longer serves you, you provide fertile ground for new possibilities, connections, and blessings to emerge. Isaiah 43:18-19 provides solace, saying, "Forget the former things, do not dwell on the past. I'm doing something new. Now it appears, do you not notice it? The past has fulfilled its role. It has formed, educated, and prepared you. But now is the time to go on and welcome the new thing God is doing in your life." Imagine your life is a garden. How can new seeds of pleasure, serenity, and richness grow in soil that is littered with old waste and weeds? The act of letting go creates space for the new. It is how you make place for future blessings, opportunities, and development. This procedure may be difficult at times, but it is necessary for your development. This submission will lead you to freedom. When you let go of what no longer serves you, a sense of calm and clarity will replace the chaos and uncertainty that previously controlled your existence. You will feel lighter, freer, and more receptive to everything that the universe has in store for you. As you let go of old habits, anxieties, and scars, you will be able to embark on a new chapter in your life, one full of purpose, serenity, and bountiful blessings. The universe does not remove without replenishing. Every connection, opportunity, and experience that is eliminated from your life is being replaced with something better, something that is more in line with your best interests. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future that awaits." Letting go may be unsettling. It might feel like you're going into the unknown, and it's normal to wonder if you're making the correct choice. Remember, however, that progress is rarely comfortable. Growth pushes us, expands us, and takes us beyond of our comfort zones. It is frequently in these unpleasant moments that we completely embrace our mission and achieve our greatest successes. Just like a seed must break open to sprout and grow, you must also experience discomfort in order to live the life you were destined to live. Each step you take in letting go is a step closer to the life you've always wanted. It represents a step toward independence, purpose, and satisfaction. Accept this voyage with trust, knowing that what awaits is far bigger than whatever you're leaving behind. Believe that the universe is guiding you exactly where you need to go, and that every experience, difficulty, and moment of suffering has prepared you for this. Step out confidently into the future, knowing that you are divinely directed and that your greatest days are ahead. This is a period of transition, and it is critical to acknowledge that every challenge, difficulty, and moment of uncertainty has helped to prepare you for what is ahead. The road you've taken was never in vain, and the difficulties you encountered were never meant to break you. They were intended to transform you into someone stronger, smarter, and more resilient. The cosmos, or God's divine design, has been with you every step of the way, guiding you even when you couldn't see the road forward. When we talk of change, we don't just mean who we are becoming, but also what we are letting go of. Letting go does not imply ignoring the past, but rather accepting its role in forming you and refusing to let it determine your future. The lessons of the past were important, but it's time to go on with a revitalized sense of purpose. By releasing what no longer serves you, you create space for what is intended to come next. It is critical to recognize that letting go is a courageous act of self-love, not a sign of weakness or surrender. It is a proclamation that you will not continue to carry burdens that weigh you down. It represents a dedication to your own serenity, pleasure, and well-being. It's about putting yourself before the comfort of the familiar. By letting go, you are informing the universe that you are ready to welcome what comes next, whatever that may be. When you shed the old, you make place for fresh beginnings. This process is about creation, not emptiness. It's a divine exchange in which the things you let go create space for the dreams, chances, and connections that are destined for you. These fresh beginnings may not be immediately apparent, but believe that they are already taking root in your life. The universe responds to the energy you send out, and by letting go of the old, you invite new blessings and riches into your life. This process, while tough at times, is fundamentally positive and creative. Each step forward, no matter how tiny, takes you closer to the life you were meant to live. You are growing into the best version of yourself, the person God always knew you could be. Believe in the wisdom of this plan, even if it does not always make sense in the time. The people, opportunities, and experiences that are leaving your life have served their purpose, and it's time to embrace what's next. One of the most important parts of this trip is faith. Faith has been your rock through the darkest nights and most uncertain times. It is the calm, unwavering confidence that something larger is at work, even if you cannot see it. Faith is more than simply believing in something greater than yourself. It is about trusting that you have the ability, knowledge, and resilience to tackle any difficulty. Faith has been the driving force behind your success so far, and it will continue to lead you as you embark on this new chapter of your life. Consider all the times in your life when your faith was tested. Consider the periods when you were hesitant, wondering whether things would ever get better. Nonetheless, you persevered. Faith is an active choice, not a passive one. It is deciding to believe in what is possible, even when everything around you appears unclear. It is choosing to believe that the delays diversions, and locked doors were all part of a larger plan that was unfolding in its own time. As you reflect on your trip, consider the times when you were unsure how you would get through, yet you did. These are the instances when religion shone its strength in your life. These moments demonstrate that the cosmos, God, or the divine plan has always been working in your favor. Every step you made, even ones fraught with doubt, moved you closer to your goal. Now, as you enter this new season, let trust be your guide. Trust that the cosmos is working in your favor, even if you don't see the whole picture now. Trust in your capacity to overcome any problems that emerge, knowing that each experience is developing you for something bigger. Your trust has already taken you this far, and it will carry you through whatever comes next. The next stage in this journey is to embrace the richness that is currently flowing toward you. After everything you've been through, a new season begins. The storm has gone, and light is starting to shine through, illuminating your way. You're entering a season of amazing plenty, which is the direct outcome of all you've been through. Every tear you've cried, every battle you've faced, and every ounce of trust you've maintained has led you to this magnificent moment. The challenges you endured were never intended to break you. They were supposed to shape you. They helped to eliminate the obstacles to your actual potential, and you are now ready to accept everything you deserve. Reflect on the challenges you've faced and acknowledge the strength you've developed. You've made it this far, and now it's time to reap the benefits. The gifts that are on their way are not unplanned. They represent your hard work, lessons learned, and personal progress. You would not have been prepared for these gifts if you had not gone through the fire that purified you. The power, resilience, and knowledge you've earned will enable you to properly enjoy and manage the wealth that is pouring into your life. As you embrace the new season of prosperity, take time to reflect on everything you've been through. Challenges, pain, and uncertainty were all essential to get you here. They prepared you for this time of grace. Consider how the lessons you've learned will enable you to properly understand and take advantage of the chances that are about to arise. The wisdom you've received will guide you as you embark on this new chapter, and your newfound strength will allow you to accept anything that comes your way. This is the moment you have been waiting for, the instant the storm has gone and you can see the light. All of your challenges and sorrows have led you to this moment of transformation and rejuvenation. You are prepared to receive all of the gifts that are intended for you, and while you do, remember to recognize the road that led you here. It is critical to recognize that this abundance is not a transient occurrence. It represents the culmination of all you've been through, learned, and battled for. The cosmos, God, or the divine plan has been working behind the scenes to get you here, and now it's time to completely embrace the life you've been meant to live. As you enter this new season, remember that it is about more than simply the external blessings. It is about the inward shift that has occurred. Everything you've been through has shaped you into the person you are now, and that person is more than capable of accepting the wealth that is on its way. You're ready to live the life you've always wanted, and the universe is ready to help you every step of the way. This new season of wealth is the direct outcome of your trust, patience, and readiness to let go of that which no longer serves you. It's a time of joy, satisfaction, and fresh beginnings. The life that awaits you is more wonderful than you could have dreamed, and you are eager to embrace it. Believe that all you've gone through was part of God's plan, and that it's now time to reap the benefits. The best is yet to come, and you are ready to embrace this new chapter with open arms and a grateful heart. Embracing abundance, a journey of fulfillment. The challenges that previously appeared insurmountable have become the exact foundation upon which your new reality is now created. Every adversity and suffering you've endured has not been in vain. It has played a crucial influence in molding who you are now. Each event, whether tough or uplifting, served as a lesson in preparing for the richness that awaits you. As the new season of plenty begins, it's time to adjust your mentality. You are no longer in a state of survival, striving to make ends meet. No, you are now entering a life in which flourishing is not just possible, but the new normal. You are ready to discover what it actually means to live abundantly, and the world is conspiring to bring this vision into your reality. The power of opening your heart. Are you ready to totally open your heart and get what you deserve? True plenty is not something you must pursue, force, or strive for indefinitely. It is already aligned with you and is yours to claim. As promised, in Deuteronomy 28:12, the Lord will open the heavens, the storehouse of His bounty, to send rain on your land in season and to bless all the work of your hands. The benefits you are about to enjoy are divinely designed. They are not random events or coincidences, but rather a sign of your alignment with divine favor. But here's the crucial question. How will you fulfill this promise? How will you claim the blessings you now have, knowing they are both earned and divinely appointed? This moment also requires gratitude. As you begin to reap the rewards of your faith, endurance, and confidence in the trip, consider the route that led you here. What did you learn along the way? What have you learned that makes this moment more meaningful? When practiced genuinely, gratitude not only magnifies your gifts, but also strengthens your connection to the spiritual source of all things. Take some time to focus on the treasures you currently have and express gratitude for the richness that is already coming into your life. What are you most thankful for right now? The strength of faith and perseverance. How has your religion helped you get through times when you couldn't see the road forward? What kept you going when the route appeared dark and uncertain? Chosen one, now is your turn. The richness that is currently flooding into your life is far more than simply monetary wealth. It includes spiritual fulfillment, emotional well-being, and a profound sense of tranquility. Your plenty includes the people you enjoy, the possibilities you've been waiting for, and the peace you now feel. As Isaiah 61 says, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you." Your light is blazing brighter than ever, and the universe is responding by showering you with benefits. These benefits are more than enough to sustain your aspirations and accomplish your greatest desires. As you begin this new chapter, remind yourself of the promises that have supported you through the seasons of your life. You are entering a world that represents your best self and totally matches with your divine destiny. This is more than just a moment of receiving. It is the start of a life filled with limitless possibilities. The question is no longer whether you deserve it. You do. But how eager you are to accept it. True abundance is more than material wealth. Are you prepared to claim the abundance that has always been waiting for you? Abundance, chosen one, encompasses far more than money, wealth, or visible accomplishments. True abundance is a deep well of fulfillment, a profound sense of inner serenity, and a life that is in line with your soul's ultimate purpose. In this new chapter of your life, you will come across opportunities that speak to your spirit, connections that inspire and uplift you, and experiences that reinforce your value and divine purpose. Imagine yourself surrounded by individuals who not only acknowledge your worth, but also respect your energy. Consider partnerships that not only help you, but also add to your happiness, progress, and calm. These experiences enrich your life well beyond monetary gain. This is genuine abundance, living in harmony with yourself, your purpose, and those around you. Have you noticed that elements of your life that were once sluggish or fraught with difficulty are now flowing with astonishing ease? The doors you thought were closed are now swinging open. Opportunities you've always desired are appearing without the need for constant effort or struggle. This is the wonder of divine alignment. The cosmos is responding to the energy you've released into the globe, including your love, generosity, faith, and unwavering tenacity. The cosmos is more than just a passive observer in your life. It is an active participant who returns to you what you have contributed. As Galatians 6:9 tells us, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." What you are feeling right now is the result of your unshakable devotion to your path. The prosperity in your life is not an accident. It is the natural outcome of aligning with your truest self. Gratitude is a key to unlocking abundance. It is critical to enter this season of abundance with open arms and an open heart. Let go of any remaining doubts or worries that tell you you aren't prepared or don't deserve these gifts. Believe in yourself and the job you've accomplished. You are more than capable of receiving the good that is now coming your way. Remember Ephesians 3:20, which says, "God is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his power that is working within us." The benefits before you are confirmation that the universe recognizes your readiness for this time. They are a direct result of the seeds you have sown and the effort you have put in. Abundance necessitates not just receiving, but also expressing gratitude, recognizing the path that led you here and acknowledging the obstacles that honed you along the way. Each obstacle was a stepping stone, and each lesson was an essential part of your development. The ease you are enjoying right now is not only a blessing, it is the result of everything you have been through. The beauty of divine timing. As you embark on this new season, allow yourself to luxuriate in the richness that has always been intended for you. Trust that you are precisely where you need to be. Think about all you've gone through to get here. How will you truly embrace this season of benefits, free of fear and hesitation? Will you embrace the joy, contentment, and tranquility that are now within reach? This is your time, selected one. The universe has conspired to align every aspect of your life in your favor, and the gifts you are currently enjoying are only the beginning. Open your heart, let go of your uncertainties, and take the courageous step into the life you were meant to live. Abundance is intended to flow rather than be hoarded. The gifts you are experiencing are intended to be shared with others, not only for your own delight. Sharing with an open heart causes a ripple effect that benefits people around you and keeps the flow of wealth going. As Luke 6:38 reminds us, "Give and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap." Every storm you weathered, every hurdle you overcame, and every moment of trust you held to has gotten you to this point. These gifts are intended for the entire planet, not just you. And by sharing them, you will receive even more plenty in return. A season of victory and joy. The moment has come to reflect on your accomplishments, lessons learned, and strength acquired. Every adversity you've suffered has prepared you for this moment of success. Do you realize how far you have come? You are not the same person who struggled in the past. You've risen stronger, smarter, and brighter than ever before. And now the universe is rewarding your progress with rewards that mirror the effort you've put in. This is not simply the conclusion of a difficult season. It marks the beginning of something great. You are realizing your entire potential, and as you do, you will experience new levels of joy, tranquility, and contentment. The path ahead is full with potential, and with each step you take, you are not only honoring the past, but also preparing the road for even bigger things to come. According to Isaiah 40:31, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint." Now is the time for you to spread your wings and soar into the abundant life that has always been waiting for you. Final reflections. Your victory in Christ. As we conclude this sermon, please take a time to consider the depth of God's work in your life. You've been through fights that most couldn't conceive. You walked through seemingly unending storms and emerged triumphant. And throughout it all, God has been with you, orchestrating every step of your path. You are now entering a new season, one of victory, joy, and wealth. Your endeavors were not in vain. Every moment of difficulty was part of God's flawless plan to prepare,